I'm going about the number counting back to satiate my eyes. I can't, like, halfway. I don't want to pay attention to that number count. All right. I had a little hiccup there for a moment. All right, guys, welcome. Hi, EveryLovely. How you doing? How you feeling? It's good to see you all again. All right. Welcome to Nani Narrative, where we go over all things involving story, media, and anime. So this is going to be a fun one. This is my first time going live. So you guys are going to have to work with me on this here. All right. So here's the lineup. Let's go ahead and make sure that I have all this set up because I'm super excited about this. So we're going to go ahead and share this and add this to the screen a moment. So, of course, we're going to be taking a look at the Lord of Mysteries trailer today. I've been hearing a lot about this. Apparently, people have been saying that this is a Chinese animation that has potential to dethrone Solo Leveling. I think that's a very strong statement, but we're going to take a look and see, because I know nothing of Lord of Mysteries, but we're going to check into it and see what it's all about. After that, we're going to talk about all of the awards, okay, that Solo Leveling ended up winning in the awards. It's just nuts. The anime awards at Crunchyroll. And then we're going to go over some summer releases, both, in anime filming and in the indie and story media world. I'm excited for that as well. Then finally, we'll just kind of have an opportunity to just sit and chat and chillax. Heck yeah, heck yeah. So let's go ahead and dig into this one, okay? So without further ado, let me get all of that set up for you guys. I hope you guys have had a great Sunday. I tried to think of doing this live in the evenings because I know most of us are pretty busy on Sunday mornings, for sure. All right, so first up, Lord of the Mysteries. So they just dropped a trailer, I believe. And y'all, it is giving Victorian occult mystery. So we're going to take a look at that trailer, but let's learn a little bit more about this series, shall we? Because I am excited to know more. So with that, let's take a look. All right, so Lord of the Mysteries Donghua. Guys, forgive me if I mess up or butcher any names. But Lord of the Mysteries Donghua, release date and where to watch the Chinese animation. It's officially been given a release date. Okay, and it looks like this highly anticipated adaptation of the renowned Chinese web novel promises to bring its eerie supernatural world to life through stunning animation. With the premiere fast approaching, here's a breakdown of all the essential details you should know. Okay, let's take a look. As announced in a post from the adaptation's official Twitter, I'm saying Twitter, account, Lord of the Mysteries is set to premiere on June 28th, 2025. When is that? It is June 22nd today, so that's not that far. That's literally only a couple of days from now. Wow. That's crazy. The series will be available on Crunchyroll, Tencent Video, and Muse, with hints that additional platforms may be added later. Okay. So I do have the trailer pulled up here. So we're going to take a look. Let's go ahead and pull that trailer up. And I want to read the synopsis here. So let's see what it says. It says, with the rising tide of steam, power, and machinery, who can come close to being a beyonder? Shrouded in the fog of history and darkness, who or what is the lurking evil that murmurs into our ears? Waking up to be faced with a string of mysteries. I'm going to butcher this name, but it says Zhao Mingrui finds himself transmigrated as Klein Moretti in an alternate Victorian-era world where he sees a world filled with machinery, cannons, dreadnoughts, airships, difference machines, as well as potions, divination, hexes, tarot cards, sealed artifacts. The light continues to shine, but mystery has never gone far. Follow Klein as he finds himself entangled with the churches of the world, both orthodox and unorthodox, while he slowly develops newfound powers thanks to the Beyonder potions. Like the corresponding tarot card, the Fool, which is numbered 0, a number of unlimited potential. This is the legend of the Fool. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer. Now I'm intrigued because it's sounding a bit like there's a mix of steampunk, magic. It sounds like an isekai. So yeah, I'm intrigued. Let's check it out. Let me know if you guys can hear too. I don't know if this has sound when you were when you watch, but let's check it out. Wait a minute, guys. Is there any subtitles? There's no subtitles? Oh nah, y'all. There's definitely subtitles. Something this big. I am so sorry, y'all. Let's find it. You gotta be kidding me. We're not about to do this. I need to know what I'm looking at. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Let's see what that's here. Oh wow, check out this animation, guys. This is not what I was expecting for this to look like. Oh wow. Okay, so there was a mix of what the fuck? Oh wow, that is amazing. Guys, are okay, Mr. Klein. The world of beyonders. This looks amazing. What the heck? The fool. Oh. Oh god. Oh, what in the Resident Evil? Okay. Dude. Oof. Okay. So it looks like he's using a lot of magic. The animation is insane. After this trailer, guys, we're gonna take a look at the studio. I need to know who's behind the animation. I know. What the heck? Volume Clown. That wow, that was pretty freaking cool. I'm not even gonna lie. Um, wow. So it sounds like this is going to be pretty much a Chinese isekai. Okay. Usually the isekais, well, not isekais, but the Chinese animations, they're usually based off of old folklore. At least the most I've seen have been usually been Chinese folklore. So, and I don't know if that's the case here. It doesn't seem like it. It really doesn't. It looks like they're mixing a whole bunch of elements that are very very familiar with the West. Tarot cards, magic, I mean, not that there wasn't magic present in Chinese folklore, there was, but it's seeming more like sorcery. I'm getting Harry Potter vibes from this. I'm getting Resident Evil vibes from this because of the freaking crazy ass designs of these monsters that apparently they're battling against. um yeah, this is very interesting. Now, this intrigues me. Do I think this is something that is going to dethrone solo leveling? I, eh, I wouldn't say that so quickly. Animation wise, probably because that was sick. That was insane. Some of the animations, but this is only the trailer, and I don't know. You know how some projects in the past we've had where it's amazing in the beginning and then the quality goes down as the show continues. I hope that doesn't happen here. But let's take a look at the studio behind this. Hold on. Because now I'm curious. Lord of Mysteries. And I can't spell to save my life, guys. Lord of Mysteries Animation Studio. Okay, the animation studio producing the Lord of the Mysteries anime, Donghua, is B.C. May Pictures. They are known for adapting other popular Donghua series like The King's Avatar and A Will Eternal. Okay, that is interesting. So this, my first initial thoughts on this, guys, is that I don't think it would be wise to quickly say that something like this is going to dethrone Solo Leveling. I know that this is probably coming from a source material. I don't know if this is coming from also a webtoon or not. Creator of the anime adaptations. It doesn't say. But I don't want to be so quick to say that this is something that can dethrone Solo Leveling. Do you guys know anything about Lord of Mysteries, where it came from? Let me know in the comments below. Like, is this from a webtoon? Is this from a light novel of some sort? And does this have the potential to be even bigger than Solo Leveling right now? Because it looks amazing. And the story, it seems intriguing. But, of course, we won't be able to really make a judgment call until it releases. So it looks amazing. So let me know in the comments below. Speaking of Solo Leveling has been crushing it, guys. Like, it's been absolutely crushing it. Let's take a look here. So here's an article. It says Solo Leveling wins big at anime awards as full list of winners confirmed. 9 wins from 13 nominations is insane. This took place in Tokyo, Japan. That's where the Anime Awards was hosted. And of course, Solo Leveling has already been confirmed that get a season 3. That was going to be a no-brainer. But I have heard that they've been going through a lot of production horror, so I don't know what's going on there. So I am slightly worried about that. But let's take a look at all the awards they've won, because now I'm curious. I've been wanting to know about this for a while. So they won, looks like, Anime of the Year. I didn't know about this particular award. We'll circle back to that one. They also won Best Action. They also won, let me see here, Best New Series. They also won Best Score. Let's see. And then they won English Voice Performance. And then I think that's all that's all I'm seeing here. They won more than that, though. I don't know why. Is that the full list? Was that 13? Was that 9? I guess it was. God, I can't count, I guess. But interesting. It's very interesting to me. What do you guys think? Do you think that all of these awards, do they deserve to get all of these awards and then some? I don't know. I'm mixed. I'm very torn. Anime of the Year, I see why. I can see why this won as many awards as it did. Okay, let me guys give you an example. My husband, he mostly watches mainstream anime. He doesn't really watch a whole lot of underground anime. But when he watched this Solo Leveling, he was hooked to the point to where I would go downstairs and he would literally be just sitting, probably doing some sort of task or something. Sorry, that's my phone. Doing some sort of task or something. And then playing Solo Leveling music on the side. Like, That's it. Just playing it on TV, on YouTube or something. Also, because it ended and he just couldn't wait for the next season to come out, he went ahead and spoiled himself and went ahead and watched, I think, read the other webtoons. So he now knows what's going to happen and everything. So yeah, there's that. Ain't that insane, guys? Like, that should tell you right off the bat, right then and there, the impact of this show. He loves the show, by the way. Solo Leveling, they definitely got a fan out of my husband. So I see why, but I guess I'm just a little bit biased because you have other such amazing, great shows that came out this year, right? And last year, you had Free Run. Free Run was amazing. I freaking loved Free Run. And then you also had Apothecary Diaries, Mau Mau, like anime of the year. That's a tight one for me. The other one that's also a tight one for me as of right now would have to be Best Score. Best Score, that's tight with me as well. That is extremely tight with me right now. You know, I feel like Best Score, Solo Leveling has an amazing OST. I can't even argue with that. But so did Free Run. Free Run had an amazing OST as well. So I don't know. It's a tight call. But again, I see why Solo Leveling is as big as it is. Look at all the fact that it won these many awards. It's nuts. And the English voice performance, I can see that too. Alex did amazing as Jinwoo. And I don't even watch the dubs like that. My husband, he usually typically watches the dubs. So I've seen both, but he did do an amazing job. So I could see why he got that. But anime of the year, that's a tight one for me. It's a really tight one. But that guys, that is just freaking amazing. And I don't know. I feel like, do you guys think that this is going to continue being the case? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be continuing being the case. I don't know if they'll win this many awards. Like season 3 is going to have to bring it. It's going to have to bring it. And then, of course, like I said, when we're having all of these new shows coming out, that like the one we just watched with the Lord of Mysteries. I've already forgot, like Lord of Mysteries. Yeah. There's, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that this show deserved the amount of awards that it got, or if it's more of a popularity contest where, you know, it's more based off of what they thought was the most cool, you know? But I don't know. It's a tight one. Wow, best animation, Demon Slayer, 1,000%. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like I said, Solo Leveling was cool, but if it got best animation, I probably would have been on a hard stance against that one. Demon Slayer, that last episode with the Infinity Castle, no, no, absolutely correct. All right, so with that in line, here's what else is popping this week, guys. So first thing is our summer anime releases, right? So we have Dandadan Season 2 will be premiering July 3rd, I believe, on Crunchyroll and Netflix. So we can expect some really action-packed arcs like Evil Eye and Cursed House continuing. So we're going to be with our supernatural teen duo. I'm so excited. I freaking love Momo, and I freaking love Okarun. The show definitely has had a lot of people hooked and grabbed tons of hearts. I think it has like a hard fan base already. I mean, it already did, but I think that number grew with the anime. So that was great. I can't wait to see what else Science does, because their animation just they did that. Kaiju number 8, season 2. So that drops July the 19th, right? I think that's only on Crunchyroll though. Studio Production IG is back with some epic battles and introducing more. We're going to be introducing, can't talk, more kaiju, including number 8. And we're going to be spotlighting Gen Narumi, or Narumi, leading the defense squad. So that's going to be interesting to watch. But the one that really has me excited is Gachiakuta. I hope I'm saying that right, but Gachiakuta. So it's a new anime by Studio Bones. So I am already jumping on this wagon, guys. I love Studio Bones, but it's going to be premiering July the 6th. It's based on Kei Urana's manga. It blends like an intense action. I've seen the trailer, and I don't know, it's like a social commentary going on with this one. And it features a very intriguing power system that has to deal with a group of people called the Givers, and it's supposed to have a very standout voicing cast. And you know me, for those of y'all that have been with me in my past channels and stuff, so I love edgy storytelling, and this is definitely going to have a lot of that. So definitely going to be one of the reaction videos that I jump on for sure. All right, Teenage Mercenary. So we have a new up and coming series showcasing right now. Let's learn a little bit more about this. I know nothing about Teenage Mercenary, okay? I've had the webtoon app, but this is one of the ones that I never jumped on. So let's learn a little bit about this one. So it says Line Manga, the Japanese subsidiary of Naver Webtoon, today announced that a TV anime adaptation of YC and Rakion, again, forgive me, Rakion's popular Teenage Mercenary Webtoon is in production. The series has topped the service's annual readership rankings multiple times since its serialization began in November 2020. Very interesting. Let's read the synopsis here. It says, at the age of 8, Lee Jin-yu lost his parents in a plane crash and became stranded in a foreign land, forced to become a child mercenary in order to stay alive. He returns home 10 years later to be reunited with his family in Korea, where food and shelter are plenty and everything seems peaceful. But Ijin will soon learn that life as a teenager is a whole other feat of survival. With only 1 year of high school left, Ijin must master new tactics to maneuver his way around the schoolhouse battleground. Can he survive a year of high school, or rather will the school be able to survive him? Interesting. Okay. That's a unique take. What do you guys think about that? It's a guy who ends up being stranded on an island. I feel like there's going to be a lot of fun hijinks in this one. When you first look at a photo like this, it makes you think it's going to be action-packed and gory, and maybe it is. Maybe it's going to not go that route. I'm not familiar with this, so if you guys know, let me know. But it sounds like there's just going to be a whole bunch of hijinks and very fun situations that can come out of this. So definitely something to be on the lookout for. It is on the radar. A few other things too. All right, so Netflix dropped K-pop Demon Hunters this week, and Pixar dropped the movie Elio. Both of these came out on June the 20th, I believe. So go ahead and check those two out. I believe K-pop Demon Hunters, when it pulled out the trailer, it had over 1 million views on it. So it's definitely intrigued a lot of people, including myself. I've been a K-pop fan since 2009, so I'm an OG. I'm showing my age, but I don't care. So yeah, definitely check that out if you're interested. It seems like it has a really cool concept. Looks like there's 3 main protagonists, and they seem to be K-pop stars, a female band. but they actually kill demons on the side. Why can't I talk, guys? What's going on? So if you love K-pop, if you love Demon Slayer, I'm not saying this is that, but element of slaying demons rolled into one. Check this one out. Elio is a story about a young kid who has a hard time fitting in with his peers at school, and he is definitely determined of wanting to find a friend from beyond and in space. And eventually he does get his wish, but it comes with a whole lot more than what he bargained for. It sounds like a really cool, fun little film for a family to just sit down and watch. I definitely will more than likely be reacting to this when it is available to stream, and I'll check that out with you guys. But it seems like a really, really sweet film. So IndieWire dropped their June picks as well. So if you want to know more about the indie films that are coming out, this is a very diverse spread we have right now. So we have from one intimate drama. It's called A Little Prayer. This is the story of a father who does his best to protect his daughter-in-law after he finds out that his son is having an affair on the side. Fairly interesting concept. So if you're into family drama, this might be something you'd be interested in. We also have a nerdy indie charm that goes by the name Griffin in Summer. So this is a story of a 14-year-old boy who has dreams of becoming a playwright. He runs into a very handsome handyman, and apparently this handyman puts a huge impact on how this boy shapes himself and decides what to do with his career when it comes to his playwriting. I've heard with this particular one, there is some I think the boy might have like a crush on the older guy. So if that is something you're interested in, um, feel free to check into that. I don't know. It's up to you. It's up to you. We're going to move on. Next, we have Monk in Pieces. So this is actually a music documentary. This is highlighting the work of Meredith Monk and how she's looking to figure out how her work can live on long after she has removed herself from, well, not removed herself, that sounds horrible, but when she's gone, long gone, she's hoping to find a way to make it so that her work can continue to be done or to leave an impact. So that's one to look at. We also have Blue Moon, which is another biopic. And I think it's like a Linklater biopic. And then we have Ash, and it's Flying Lotus's trippy, it's very trippy film. So if that's something you're interested, check those out. Those are some highlights from IndieWire this week. So if you're in the mood for something more than your atypical blockbusters, check into those films because apparently they've garnered a lot of attention from the public. So keep that in mind. All right, we're moving into audience segment. So let's chat. What are y'all excited for? What's on your summer list when it comes to which anime you're most excited to watch? I honestly am very excited to watch The Summer Hikaru Died. And I think that comes out July 5th. And the thing is, guys, I am not a horror fan. In fact, I I shy away from horror like nobody else's business. It is not my forte, but there is something fascinating about The Summer Hikaru Died. And it's crazy because it's like while I shy away from horror films, there are certain elements of horror that, or maybe more like psychological thrillers. There we go. Psychological thrillers intrigue me. So I in this, I don't know. I feel like there's more to this than just a bunch of jump scares screaming out at you on the screen. There's going to be more than that. So I'm very intrigued. My curiosity is getting the better of me, and I'm actually still very scared, but I want to check it out. So let me know your thoughts on The Summer Hikaru Died. Will you be checking that out this summer? Also, are y'all still into theaters? Or do y'all think at this point streaming has just kind of taken over? I, for one, I still love the charm of a theater. Even though streaming is very convenient, there's nothing like when you're experiencing a part of a film and that's so impactful and you have a reaction and you find that the rest of like the hundreds of people, well, not, it sounds like a lot, but a large group of people that's in that same room with you having that same reaction, there's a sense of camaraderie there, right? Like there's nothing else like it. So I don't know, I would still be into going to the theaters for especially for really good storytelling in film. Also, I'm going to lay out a poll here because I have also learned here that Zelda is getting a live action. And this is something that we're going to be talking about next week on the next live stream. I'm not going to delve deep into it right now. But I am curious, guys, because I want your take on this. Like, do you think, would you watch a Zelda live action movie? Or would you prefer a Zelda live action series? Like it's supposed to be, in my personal opinion, I would say a series, because I feel like there's so much lore with Zelda, right? There's so much lore that trying to compact it all into a 1 hour or even a 2 hour and a half film is going to be a lot. Okay, like I don't see how they're going to be able to do that. Now, if they do decide to do a movie or film, my personal opinion, it would be best to turn it into a chronicle, kind of like Harry Potter. Like separating it into like different chronicles to follow. Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Do something like that. We will watch it if it's good. Is what I'm saying. But yeah, those are my thoughts, but we'll dive more into that in next week's live stream, guys. If you guys are interested and you do like these, let me know in the comment sections and I'll keep this up. Also, I'll be doing reaction videos that you'll see those start rolling out fairly soon, along with my discussion podcast, so take a look at those. But yeah, absolutely excited for all of these new releases, all of this new anime and film coming out. It's just great and it's amazing. I'm excited. So much content to go over, you guys. So with that, I hope you guys have a great and happy Sunday. Nani Nuna out.